Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Of course, constant full days, but we got quite a bit we're going to talk about this afternoon. Quite a bit, quite a bit, quite a bit that has been occurring all across the Americas, like they say. Now, of course, we're still dealing with this issue of huge inflation, people having to spend a lot of money for basic necessities. We're talking necessities, nothing extravagant. And, it should bother everybody that the prices continue to go up higher and higher. Government does not seem the least bit concerned at all about fixing the prices, not in the least. That is not a high concern, not a high priority for government. And needs to be, because I can't speak for your family, but I'm sure that you don't like paying more and getting less for every facet of your life. I'm sure of that. I'm sure of that. Government needs to be making that its highest priority, but it's not. It's not the highest priority. It's not the highest priority, and it should be. We're only dealing with the higher cost to pay for things because the president of the United States. Uh-oh, I'm getting some feedback here. Hold on, everybody. Let me fix this feedback. Let me fix the feedback. Okay. Stop. Hey, Zarvis. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. We only have all of this stuff that's going on because the president of the United States wanted to start a trade war. That's it. He wants to start a trade war so he can distract you from the Epstein files. That's why. That's the only reason why we have a lot of the things happening that have been happening in relation to Washington, D.C., anyway. Hey, Trell, good afternoon. Now, I saw a couple of things earlier. Did you guys see that story about the House and about the judge in South Carolina? And also, hold on, before I get into that, too, midway through this live, I'm gonna switch course because we're gonna talk about something that I want to ask y'all a question about something, right? And I meant to do it this morning, but I ran out of time to ask this question. So I'm gonna ask this question this afternoon. We're gonna have a discussion about something. And I just want your honest opinion. I made a video about it earlier today about being taught lies when we were growing up, when we were children or young people or young adults, whatever it is, right? We're going to talk about that this afternoon. Okay. But did you guys see the story about the judge in South Carolina about her home was set ablaze? Hey, good afternoon, the greatness. Y'all saw that? Now, of course, folks are talking and they're saying this is the judge, right, that Trump had an issue with, right? So now we don't know yet. Hey, good afternoon, T. We don't know yet if this was, something that happened accidental or just something, or it was started intentionally. That we don't know yet. But what we do know yet is that the president has this thing about encouraging people to do things they shouldn't do. And it's a conversation nobody really wants to talk about or have. They want to talk about everybody else. Everybody else needs to chill out. Everybody else needs to bring down the temperature. But the person that they need to talk to or talk about the most is the president. He needs to set an example and stop doing it himself. Exactly, Zarvis. But nobody talks about that part. Folks are still doing the same thing they were doing before, especially the media. The media is still saying, hey, look over here, look everywhere but over there. That's their goal. Everybody else is supposed to act like a better person than the president. What? Come on. That shit don't even make sense. So rich and powerful people get to act any way they want to. But working class people got to act like they got some sense. Make it make sense. You see? Make it make sense. And hey, Lord, good afternoon. Now, I want to ask you guys a couple of things while you're here. If you could tap that like button, tapping is clapping. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. It helps just to boost the live. And if you could also hit that copy link button. Copy link counts as a share. You don't even have to send it to anybody. Thank you for the follow, Patio. You want to know about those cankles? Oh, he's still sick. Them ankles still thick. Them ankles still thick. Y'all ain't noticed how far up he got his pants pulled now? Y'all ain't noticed that? That's how come again, he's getting older. Because I noticed, you notice when as people age, their pants get pulled up higher and higher. Hey, user 229. I'm telling you, I know that. I'm 50. I know. How I wear my jeans are markedly different than I wore them in the past. Catch it. Now, I want to go back to that judge thing with the fire and stuff. Now, the judge had been receiving threats weeks up to this incident occurring. I told y'all I don't believe in coincidences. There's no such thing as a coincidence. Now, notice how quiet conservatives have gotten all of a sudden. They don't want to talk about the tempers. They don't want to talk about people doing things they're not supposed to do. But when we were talking about Charlie Kirk, when it was all about Charlie Kirk, we got to talk about how people got to calm down the rhetoric. That's why I was like, fuck that then, and I'm still like that now. That thought process of we can't talk about it when it's Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk helped to incite a lot of things. A lot of the way that he approached things, a lot of it got him where he got to. Oh, look at A. Clark. AI Clark. Too bad I can't let you stay. That implies you're not real. Only real people here. Real people with guts. Bye, beloved. Good afternoon. Oh. That was cute. They tried it. Thank you, Indigenous, for the follow. I appreciate it. But notice now, conservatives don't want to talk about the judge situation. All of a sudden, we're not talking about those things anymore. Oh, it's not to talk about. We only going to talk about it when it's Charlie Kirk. Hey, Karen. Only when it's Charlie Kirk. Thank you so much, Miss Chinchi. I appreciate it. I ain't doing nothing special, just brushing teeth and flossing them. You want to live in a monarchy, go to Europe. Say it again. People talk so much shit. Thank you so much. Yeah, I cut this hair, honey. It was time for something new. I'm going to grow it back and figure out something else. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. But this is where we are, America. Now, Caroline Levitt said earlier today, if Democrats don't open the government tonight, federal workers will not receive their next full paycheck. Hey, I want to send a news flash out to Caroline Levitt's ass. Okay? First of all right, federal workers aren't going to receive their next check anyway because you fired most of us. That's the first thing. Let's just keep it all way a buck with that part. They fired a lot of us. So we already ain't getting that check. Second of all, y'all already trying to fire more government workers. So bitch, shut up. Nobody cares. She thinks she's scaring somebody with that. Democrats, keep this damn government closed. Republicans are going to have to compromise. And if they don't want to compromise to make sure that Americans have health care, fuck it. Let it stay closed. Real talk. Let it stay closed. Trump going to do whatever he wants to anyway. And it ain't like Republican Congress is doing any damn thing. They don't push back against the president. We have 3 co-equal branches of government here in America. Congress don't do a damn thing. Not Republican Congress. They don't want to do nothing. except for lay down for Donald Trump, because they agree with. This is the thing I'm trying to get all of y'all to not lose sight of. Trump doesn't do any of this alone. The Republican Party is complicit in all of this. They agree with all of this. So if you're still in denial and think it's just Donald Trump, it is not. It is the entire party. The entire Republican Party is blocking those Epstein files. Outside of a couple of handful of Republicans, they're blocking the release of those Epstein files. Ask yourself why. Thank you so much, E. Jones. I appreciate that. If New Jersey know what I know, they better go blue. Republican politicians don't work for you. And any state still voting Republican, it's not going to work for you, baby. It's not going to work. It's just not going to work. I love when MAGA comes in and then I boot them right on out. It's a beautiful thing. I told y'all, conservatives want nothing more but to be in your sphere with you, to be in your space with you. That's all they want, to be in your space with you. Don't allow it. Because of those damn immigrants and the trans, I'm surprised they're not blaming it. Oh, they still trying to blame stuff on trans. Did y'all see that video that's floating around with Jon Stewart talking to a Republican congressman? And the Republican congressman is all upset about drag queens reading books to children, right? Drag queens reading books to children. Drag queens reading books to children. And Jon Stewart said to him, he said, what is the number one most dangerous thing for children? And the congressman said, well, I guess you're gonna say pew pews. And Jon Stewart says, well, it's not an opinion, it's a fact. That's the number one thing, but y'all don't want to do nothing about that. You don't want to do nothing about that. And the congressman couldn't say anything because they don't. They don't give a shit about kids. That's why they don't fix nothing. They don't give a damn about children. You know what they want to do? You know what? They hate kids so much, they're destroying the Department of Education. That's how much they hate kids. Because they want to guarantee that your kids end up working for them in low-wage ass jobs. Rich people are trying to destroy the economy so bad that they just want us to be desperate to take whatever. Literally. At this point, they want your desperation to take whatever. Gotta move this thing so that my background stop cutting up. They just want you to take whatever they want you to be desperate enough that you'll take anything. Because desperation, you'll do things that you probably shouldn't have done, but you're desperate, so you'll do anything. Right? That's what they want for you. Wake up. It's not just Trump, it's the entire party. The whole thing wants to eat you up, chew you up, and spit you out. What did I tell you? It's like a big, beautiful feast. You're invited to the feast, but you got to sit on the floor under the table. You got to eat whatever stuff fall on the floor. That's what you have to do. You have to eat whatever falls on the floor. That's your only option. Whatever falls on the floor, you get to eat. But you got to fight for the shit that's on the floor with all the other 99% that's on the damn floor. Wake up. Yeah, some Democrats are on it. Those Democrats should not be reelected. I stand firm on that. Liberals who are not willing to lean all the way into being a liberal or to being a socialist should not be elected as Democrats. For what? You're wasting time. Most people do like socialism. I know that you've been fed a lot of lies that socialism is a bad thing. Hey, Sayana. Hey, beautiful. But socialism ain't a bad thing. You love socialism. You grew up in it. And the very people that tell you that they hate it, they love it too. Farmers specifically, they're big time socialists. They crying right now because government won't give them none of your tax dollars. They're waiting for the government to give them your money right now. But instead, you know what Trump did? He gave the money to Argentina. Then Argentina turned around and did trade with China. Amen. Everybody's winning but us. Everybody is winning but us. I'm telling you, Israel loves socialism. They stay getting our tax dollars. Or big oil loves socialism. Big tech loves socialism because all of them get government money. Elon Musk loves socialism. Elon Musk loves socialism. He'll pop all that shit. But one of the reasons why Elon wanted so many people fired, because they want to be able to get those contracts without the oversight, baby. Because he loves socialism. Elon makes a lot of money from government socialist programs. How you think Tesla became such a popular selling car? Government credits, baby, tax credits. You used to get tax credits for buying Teslas. They took those tax credits from you recently. They took them this year. So when you go to file your taxes, just know it ain't no more than tax credit. Not for buying EVs. That's why Elon got mad. That's why Elon got mad. He's like, oh, we were supposed to bust shit up, but not like that. Like, the fuck is going on here? I thought we was robbing and stealing and getting money. I didn't know that we was going to mess up my stuff, too. It's okay, Kiara. Hey, join in. Get in where you fit in, like they say. You say your nephew got a 5K to buy a Tesla. Exactly. He ain't going to get no more. He ain't going to get no more. Yep, days. And he got rid of the oversight. Yep, all of that stuff. Folks going to learn. I guarantee you're not going to see people running out here buying Teslas like they were before. See, they wanted to trick you into believing, oh, I'll buy a Tesla because I care about the environment and I just want to get off of gasoline. Lies. A lot of people bought fucking Teslas because they got tax credits. Okay? That's why they bought a Tesla. Because they got fucking tax credits. Okay? And for doing that, now they have a car that they will forever pay. What is it? They pay a tire maintenance, that tire fee they pay every month to have their tires serviced if they need tires. Because you can't just get the tires anywhere, right? There's special tires for your Tesla, and all the other things they got to pay for, and there's special parts and all these things. Yay! For the rest of your life, you signed up to be a cuck for Elon Musk. Like, I don't buy cars that I have to do shit like that. Me personally, when I go to buy a car, I'm asking questions like, all right, what kind of tires does this thing take? Do I have to be part of any special subscription or maintenance programs with your organization or dealership or manufacturer? Because I don't want to do none of that shit. I want to buy this vehicle and only see you people if I want to. I don't even want to be obligated to get my maintenance here. I just want to live my life and do me. That's it. That's it. But that's what ended up happening. Y'all bought a car that you're gonna be nickel and dimed into infinity. I got a Dodge Ram. I won't be nickel and dime the way you will. See, Elon got in bed with government too, but then also helped to bust it up. Because the goal to bust it up was for him to be able to benefit from busting up the government. That's all. Just wanted to benefit. Yeah, you ain't never lied. Dumpster on wheels. Yep, Elon Musk is one of the biggest welfare queens. Thank you so much, Indigenous. Now, did you all see that the Supreme Court will not hear Ghislaine Maxwell's conviction appeal case? What do they say? I'm so glad. No one should hear it. Her case went through the proper channels. She got sentenced. Quiet as kept, her ass should still be in Florida. But the Trump administration moved her to a low security prison where she gets access to work release programs. Oh, thank you, Soyan. Yes, Soyan, I finally got that fixed. Because all this time I thought y'all could hear them, but I couldn't. You're right, user 780. Trump is the best. He showed me how to deport without no due process. Bye. Don't forget to write. They be so triggered. So triggered. Now, hold on. I want to switch to, where's the thing I wanted to switch to? Well, I'm going to put that there for y'all to see that before I switch to Tiger King Trump. Y'all see the price of that meat? That's ridiculous. That's what they love Trump, Kimmy, but their ass is also going broke paying these high ass prices. They love Trump, but these are the same people on the internet saying, please, President Trump, I'm writing you and I don't know why you're ignoring me. This is my 20th letter. But Mr. President, I'm writing you because I was wondering if you could help me and my family out. Our money just doesn't stretch as far as it used to, Mr. President. And I know that you're trying hard. I don't know why Joe Biden is stopping your progress. I still believe in you, but I don't think you're really working for me. I'm starting to think you're not. I don't know, y'all. What could have given it away? The $200 million fucking ballroom? These people are clowns. These people are clowns. It's like, what does it take for y'all to get that Trump doesn't care about you? Trump's not working for you. He never worked for you. He never will work for you. He's not going to do that. That's not how Donald Trump thinks. Didn't it sound like the lady from Walmart? Attention, attention, all Walmart shop. MGD, you know what happened to their bootstraps? They don't put straps in their boots no more. Their ankles are swollen. They can't do that. That boot got to be wide open now, baby. That boot has to be wide open now. There is no room for nothing else but that trough of a foot. Why you think they in love with Donald Trump so much? Most of them are in love with Donald Trump so much because they identify with Donald Trump. They identify with him. So it's not a surprise to me to expect any of it at all. Trying to see if I missed something. I didn't. Man, where they gives new meaning to the term "das boot." Now, for this other 20, 30 minutes of the conversation, I want to talk to y'all about a topic. And this kind of all ties into everything else that we're talking about. I'm going to take this background off because I don't think we need it for this. All right. Hey, y'all. Look what they say. Usually y'all don't get to see me like this. But they say, you don't get to see me like, oh, I ain't mean to do that. That was an accident. Hold on. Let me put my sticker back. That was an accident. Okay. So this is my question to you all. Okay. So what is something that you once believed, right? What is something that you once believed that you were taught only to later realize it was propaganda? Hey, Lola. Hey, beautiful. Now, I said, for me, something that I was used to believe that I was taught and that I was raised was that if I worked hard, I would get everything that I wanted. I would absolutely positively be successful. Things were going to go my way. It'd be just great. That shit was a lie. That was propaganda to get me to keep my head down and stay focused. But it's a lie. Yep, folks lied about credit scores. Yep, folks lied about credit scores. Oh, there were so many lies told about credit growing up. So many lies told about credit. Yep, freedom and equality. Yep. Yeah, because what we think is freedom is not really freedom, right? Yep, we were taught that America is the best place in the world to live. Not true. Not true. There are tons of countries and places where people love where they live. They love their communities. But America sells this fantasy that the only place to live, the best place to live, is America. Not necessarily. You're right. Yep, schools are like prisons because schools are kind of like prison to the school to the prison pipeline. That shit is real. You said they lied about pulling yourself up by your bootstraps only to later burn the laces. Oh, facts. Facts. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yep. That is absolutely positively a fact. Because see, what it was they never they never told you that they was gonna pull the rug out from up under you. They just always made you feel like if you do the right thing, think about it. If you do the right thing, you'll always get the right reward. But that's not true. That's not true. Not really a Christian, too many denominations. Yeah, a lot of denominations. Working hard, you will have what you want. That is a lie. That is a lie and a fantasy. That was that was sold to most, I think. That's the recurring theme that a lot of us are going to hear and run into. If you work hard, you're going to get ahead. Things are going to work out for you. You're going to be successful. Let me tell you something. You could work 7 days a week, okay? 100 hours a week or more, and you still going to be running uphill in mud. That is the reality because this way the system is set up in America, we're set up to constantly be caught up in the struggle. But they sold you on the dream so you wouldn't notice that you were in the struggle. Hey, Karina, good evening, beautiful. They sold you on the dream so you wouldn't realize you were in the struggle. You tried that? Honey, you can try to work all the hours you want, but I bet you realize you can never keep up. No matter how many hours you work, it's going to always be some other shit that comes in the game. Every time you think you one step ahead, some more shit going to get in the game. It's not set up for you to get ahead. It's always set up for you to be one step behind. And it goes back to what I keep telling y'all. That's why you got to build that parallel life, baby. That's why you got to build that parallel life. Because as long as you are dependent on the system, when the system wants to fuck with you, it's going to stay fucking with you. I'm just letting you know. You say we ain't meant to survive because it's a setup. Oh, hell no. You're supposed to struggle because if you're struggling, then you can't pay attention to the game. Yep, you're going to take, the more you work, yep, the more taxes they take. The more, not only that, the more you work, the more taxes they take, and they tell you lazy. It's your money. You worked for that money. Government takes taxes from you and then turns around and tells you you don't work hard enough. That's not an accident, y'all. Love you too, Indigenous. Thank you so much. That's not an accident. I would love to say that it was an accident. I remember when I used to make $15, $16 an hour. I felt like I made more money then than I did when I started making over 100K a year. Because over time, taxes went up, cost of living went up. And so technically, I was bringing home a lot more money before because shit was cheaper. Cost of living was cheaper. I was getting raises that actually made sense, raises that made a difference on my paycheck. Real raises, not these bullshit ass raises. Not no 1%, because you can't do shit with that. You can't do nothing with 1%. Because if you get a 1% raise, taxes gonna eat that shit up. Cost of living gonna eat that up. It's like you got nothing at all. But back in the day, I used to get real raises, profit sharing, and bonuses. What? Now these companies are stingy as hell. They don't want to give you nothing. Back in the day, they used to pay because they had to pay. If companies didn't pay back in the day, they couldn't get the right workers, and they knew it. But somewhere along the way, the balance shifted, and workers gave up their rights to their damn employers. It's weird to watch this. Because I look at this and I go, hold up, that's not the work environment that I came into. Yep, you're right, unions were better. But the craziest part is that people in unions have helped anti-union people bust up unions. I'm going, your employer loves to get rid of a union because then there's no collective bargaining. And understand, if you want to get ahead, oh, I knew something. I was hearing some stuff and some fool calling me. If you want to get ahead, you can't allow them to mess up unions. Unions allow you to have the leverage that you need with your employer. You ain't gonna have the leverage you want with your employer, except if it's not a small business. If it ain't no small business, you fucked. You are fucked because you need the leverage of a body of people to be like, if you don't give us X, we all walking out of here and you're not gonna make no money. That's the power of a union. If you don't make these working conditions more safe for us, we walking out of here. But we have a whole group of Americans who were taught fed propaganda that unions are bad. I remember when they started attacking teachers unions in the 90s. Anybody remember that? And had convinced people that teachers unions were horrible and you can't trust teachers unions because they're trying to indoctrinate your children and this, that, and the other and blah, 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 blah. And it wasn't that at all. It wasn't that at all. They busted up teachers unions. And they used teachers unions as an example of how to bust up other unions. And they've been successful at it. Your job was threatened for wanting a union. Yeah. You know why your employer was threatening? Because the employer knows unions will make their ass do shit that they really don't want to do, but they don't have a choice. They don't have a choice. That's what happened. Yep. Yep. Trump did say that. Yep. The point that you know something I noticed, like I'm on like I like video games. Y'all know I love video games. And so one of the things I like to do is watch people play video games online. Like I love to watch different people play GTA. And I noticed that when I watch people play video games, the type of ads that I get online are for PragerU, right? Epoch Times. I'm trying to think of the other one. It was some new white girl that I'd never seen before. She was average looking, but she was standard issue, blonde curly hair, blonde tasseled hair, sitting in front of a microphone for her little podcast thing. Standard bullshit. And one of the things I notice is every time I watch these types of videos and I see those ads, I said they're working really hard to indoctrinate young men. They're working really hard to get young men. Because the assumption is if I'm watching those videos, I must be a boy or a young man. But I'm not. But so when I see that stuff, I'm like, okay, a concerted effort to indoctrinate them. If you have sons, if you have young men, if you have nephews, cousins, whatever, and they're male, you need to talk to them. Because there's a real strong effort into indoctrinating them into thought processes and mindsets. That I think that's why so many young men have this victim complex. And they blame other people for their circumstance versus them taking responsibility for the choices that they're making. And that's the result of the life that they live. You say cultural propaganda hard at work. Oh yeah, very hard. You saw an ice commercial. Oh yeah, the ice commercials have been coming on television. I've been seeing them. For the $50,000 bonus, they'll pay off your student loans. And see, listen, I want you to notice something. Notice how government will offer to pay off your student loans and give you these huge ass bonuses to do nefarious shit. You'll never be offered that type of money to do good things. So it's never that they don't have the money. They just don't want to give it to you. It's not that they don't have it. They don't want to give it to You. I've been telling y'all the whole time. These people are just fucking greedy. They just don't want to give it to you. That's all. You said, just like the National Guard is coming to my granddaughter's school talking about, we'll pay for you. Nah, we good. We don't have no desire for that. Now is not the time to go into the service, in my humble opinion. Not under a Trump reign, it ain't. Especially if you're a person of color. Mm-mm. The military is already a tough life. The last thing you need is the commander in chief to be racist, sexist, xenophobic. That's the last fucking thing you need while you're in the service. Shit. That's not smart to do. That's not smart to do. You you come off better waiting. Real talk. The military had made a lot of strides in trying to be a better situation for a lot of people that were not straight white males. You know? But now we're going back in time, being led by Pete Hegseth. And I'm like, to me, that's just one big joke. I was talking to an older woman in the gym this morning, and she said it's such a joke for Pete Hegseth to be leading the military. She said, what could he tell the military? Because she's a veteran. She's like, it's disrespectful. Thank you so much, Kifar. I appreciate that. Oh, awesome. No problem. Tag me. I'll check out your YouTube. You said that was the Army and the National Guard commercial back in the day. Yep. Back in the day, the Army and the National Guard, they used to run commercials all the time to pay for this and to pay for that. And I'm going to tell you, that is one of my regrets that I never served. I was about that close. I took the ASVAB. I was almost there. But Desert Storm was happening at the same time, too. And I just couldn't do it. They had me shook. I was like, I don't think I should probably do this. Yep. Be all that you can be in the Army Reserves. I remember all that shit. And I was almost about to do it. But I couldn't bring myself to feel, I was afraid because of Desert Storm. Desert Storm is what had me shook. I had a feeling that I just wasn't cut for it. Because you got to be a different type of person. Now, looking back on it, I wish I did my time a little bit. Because years later, I got diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. Man, I could have went out on a medical, man. That's the only thing I'm mad about. I could have went out on a medical. I could have still been getting chips and dip. You heard me? Hey, that's the only thing I'm mad about. Nothing else I really cared about. But I was just mad that I could have went out on that medical and I ended up not getting it. Yeah, Trail, I'm upset. I could have been getting guaranteed military pay. You know what I mean? Dang. You said same. Then when I found out they could call you back up again after you did your time. Oh, I forgot about that. The problem is a lot of former military people, even if the military think about it, if the military had to call up, I'm just keeping it all the way a buck, right? If the military had to call up people that were former military, we fuck y'all. Because a lot of the former military people I know got bad feet, bad back, like they got a lot of medical conditions. You understand? Because the service tore their ass up. You know what I mean? The military tore them down, tore their body up. Especially if they were career military. They got tore up. So I go, you can't call them up. They got bunions. Gout. Herniated discs. Impossible. You said your dad was in Desert Storm, so we lived in Saudi Arabia for a few years. Oh, that's cool. To be able to live in Saudi Arabia. Not cool that your dad had to go to Desert Storm. But cool that you got to live out of the country for years, provided it was safe. Yep, a lot of them have arthritis. I know several people that were in the service that are just, so I go, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But looking back on it, I would have loved to be getting the medical discharge checks. Man, you said I felt I was too cute for war. Ain't nothing wrong with being too cute for war. Listen, I thought about serving, But I'm going to tell you what my biggest issue was. Again, it was war, being on the front lines. And I'm honestly one of those people. On some stuff, I do believe in gender roles. And one of them is about war. Like, I don't want to be on the front lines. You can do it, sir. I told y'all I've never changed a tire. And it's not because I don't think I can. That isn't the point. The point is not that I don't think I could change a tire. I don't want to. Like, why would I want to do that? Why would I want to change a tire when I got a whole man that I can get to do it in lickety split no time? And I can just bring him a water. Right? So I don't see the point of me learning how to change a tire. It sounds like it's extremely overrated. It sounds like it's sweaty. And it sounds like it might result in me breaking a nail. All things I have no interest in. These are all things I have no interest in. None. Zero zilch. So I'm like, nope. I'll pass on all of that. So that's why for me, I was like, yeah, I don't think I should probably do this. That like Randy Jackson used to say, that's gonna be a no for me, dog. Looking back on it now. The best decision I made was not to serve. But I say thank you to all who did serve. I appreciate your sacrifice. You still in training? Hey, well listen, at least you got training, girl. And it better be paid training. You said I don't mind changing tires. Friend, I didn't say I minded changing tires. See, you gotta listen to me, girl. I didn't say I minded. I said I don't want to. You see? I don't want to. It's not that I mind. Oh, I'm sure I could do it. I know I could do it. But why? It's a man. You can get a man to do it. And you can even get a man that you don't even know to do it. Trust me, they'll do it. Just stand there and look perplexed. They can't help themselves. They have to do something. Just pull out everything and just look at the wheel like, I'm not sure what I should do. Trust me, a man will show up. Just stand there. Trust me, every time I've done it, it's worked. I'm just saying, no disrespect, but that is not one of those things that I have any interest in doing. Soon as I see a flat tire, I am picking up my phone like, oh, it is time for me to call somebody to change this tire. Roadside assistance? Yes. Can you come and change this tire? Thank you. Like what? You say go to the gas station and just pop the hood. Oh, I'm not even doing that, Zarvis. I could break a nail. Now you got me feeling like coming to America. I tried to pop my hood once, and it was an overwhelming experience. I'm good. I have no interest in that. None. None. Uh-uh. When I run out of windshield wiper fluid or the antifreeze, because I know that stuff goes under there. I just set it by the door and say to my husband, I picked up some jugs. That's all I need to say. I'm not saying anything else. Well, I am not wasting my time learning that. Because the couple of times I did try to reach under that hood and hit that latch, you could accidentally break a nail if you're not careful. And I always say, if somebody loves me, you would never want me to break a nail. I can't speak for y'all, but if you love me, you would never ask me to do something to break a nail. Absolutely, positively. You said you're 4'10", I rounded to 5, and I always struggle. Exactly, Dave. So you just stand there, they'll come. Yeah, dude, I did see about that judge's house. We talked about that earlier. You say, I'm way handier than my guy in most cases. Me too, Swift. Me too. I am. But then I'm also a klutz too, right? I'm also a klutz on certain things, and I'm very well aware of that. And then on some things, I'm telling you, see, I got this thing where I don't like getting dirt under my nails. So, not that I won't, I will. Don't get me wrong. I ain't so bougie that I won't get dirt under my nails. But certain things, oh no, I'm not doing that. I'm not breaking my nail for that. Are you kidding me? I'm not breaking my nail for that. Hey, look, this is what I said to my husband. Hey, man, come here. And if you're not going to do it, you need to find a man who's going to do it. Because I'm not doing it. Like, what? Not me, homie. Just like I'm gonna give you another life hack, ladies. I've never changed windshield wipers either. And I'm assuming it's fairly easy to do. But I'm about to ask this question again. Why? I buy them and then I come home and say, hey, I bought some windshield wipers. I have no idea how to put them on. Or if my husband's not home, I'm going to tell you a life hack what you do. Go to AutoZone. Don't say I didn't warn you. Go to AutoZone. Buy some windshield wipers. Guarantee, bring them outside to your car. Just look at your car with the windshield wipers in your hand. Guarantee a man will show up just like Candyman and change your wipers for free. Matter of fact, AutoZone, if you're a woman, will offer to put them on for free. I'm telling you, I've done it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. They'll just put them on. Just put them on. Yeah. It's just certain things in life I go, I'm not doing that. Men do it too on other things. Men have other ways that they can life hack shit. You know, go in the kitchen, act like they don't know where things belong, act like they don't know how to do certain things. You know why? Because they know that you're gonna not like how they navigating in there. And then you're gonna come in there and say, man, move out the way. I'll finish this. And then that man is thinking, mission accomplished. I just needed her to see that if she lets me stay in her kitchen, it's gonna look like the Tasmanian devil been through here. So, or I'm gonna put shit where I want it to be. No, they are easy to replace, Kiara, but that's not the point. Yep, see days. Tell me he looked for it 10 times. He ain't looked for it 10 times. Because on the 11th time, you happen to find it, right? Proving he knows I don't really have to look for it because she'll pop up. She'll find it for me. All I got to do is say, I don't know where it is. So everybody does it. Yep, that weaponized incompetence. Even I'm guilty of doing some of that. I won't lie about that. Even I'm guilty of some of that. I am guilty. And I think, hold on, and I want to stop for a second. I don't know if it was Kim, I don't know if it was Lori, but one of you guys told me on Saturday when I did the bread making about which knife I needed to get to cut my bread. So it came in the mail yesterday. I'm so excited. Now, I still have not ordered the daggone Pullman loaf pan from eBay, but I'm going to order it after this live this evening. Because on Saturday afternoon, Saturday morning again, we're baking bread. I think we're going to bake sandwich bread. The bread tastes delicious. I'm on the last little corner. Delicious. But I think we're going to bake sandwich bread Saturday. But maybe not sandwich bread because I might bake it inside the bread maker. I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see. It did look good and it tasted good, Crystal. It was good bread. My dogs enjoyed it too. Those greedy suckers. You said I clean house like this eating. My FYP page has been filled with bread makers. All because you came to my bread maker thing. Probably now TikTok is like, hey, you're looking for a bread maker? But what I did like about that bread maker was you could cook so many different types of bread and you can mix the bread and mix the dough in there. You can bake the bread in there. It has a delay program setting, so you can set something to do to work out for later. You can do jams in it. You can bake cake in it. Yep, it was very easy to clean. All I did was, you guys saw me when I dumped out the cake, dumped out the bread, it slid right on out. Then after the live, I washed the pan that it needed and baked the bread in, and I wiped out the inside of it with a damp piece of paper towel, and that was it. It was nothing. It was nothing. Nothing had spilled over or nothing like that. It was extremely easy. Yep, it was very, very easy. And I appreciated that because, see, I like baking. I love baking. I enjoy baking. However, baking can be a pain in the ass depending on what the recipe is. It really depends. If it's something really simple, you like it's nothing. But if it's something that requires multiple steps, a whole lot of damn kneading, and I ain't talking about kneading with a machine, but you're kneading by hand, stuff like that, then you got to wait for things to proof, and because you're waiting for the bread to rise before you can then get ready to put it in the oven. All of these different things. Sometimes baking can be a pain in the butt, but I can say with that, I felt like if I wanted to make something really fast, or I wanted to make something that didn't require me to have to take up my entire day with me having to sit there the whole day, that's what that bread maker is perfect for. It was perfect for that, especially for kneading dough, because I have multiple sclerosis. I have MS. So because I have MS, sometimes my hands don't work, my hands and fingers don't work the way I want them to sometimes. So that's extremely helpful. Being able to have a machine that'll just do it. Now, I do have a dough hook for my KitchenAid mixer. I do, where I can mix some dough in there. However, when I make those biscuits, I've never had a really good experience mixing dough with that dough hook in my KitchenAid, because that's a lot more dough. It's richer. I just don't get the same experience. I don't have the same results from it when I knead it by hand. So I'm gonna try those biscuits mixing the dough in the bread maker. Now I do have a question for those of you who own a bread maker. I know when it comes to eggs, you're supposed to beat eggs before you put them in the bread maker. With butter, do you have to melt butter for recipes? Because the manual didn't say. So do you have to melt the butter, or is it okay as long as the butter is just room temperature and softened like you usually have butter softened when you're mixing in like a mixer or something? I'm assuming room temperature butter, but when you're using butter, but I just want to make sure so that I do it the right way. So that's why I'm asking the question. If anybody knows. Oh, you say freeze it and then grate it in. Okay, then somebody else says soften room temperature. Yeah, because usually when I make my biscuits, I use room temperature butter. It's not butter that I shave into my dough. It's room temperature butter most of the time. So I'm interested in seeing. I'm gonna figure out what our bread recipe is gonna be for Saturday. I'll let you know sometime throughout the week this week what that will be. And then we will meet Saturday morning and bake bread and talk and kick it, story tell, and just have a good time. Because we had a really great time on Saturday. It was really fun. I had a really great time with you guys, not always talking about Trump. As much as I love to talk about politics and all of those things, I'm just not one dimensional. You know, baking is so much fun. You use a 229. You got to start back baking. Baking is so fun. I love to bake. And I need to, if we're getting close to Thanksgiving, so I need to get my biscuits done and par baked and in the freezer. I got a biscuit recipe. I think it makes 76 biscuits or something like that, 72 or 76 biscuits at once. And it takes several hours to do that. It's an all day thing, but it's worth it. Because then I par bake all of them. Once they cool, I put them in Ziploc freezer bags and put a group of them each in bags and put them in the freezer. That way, anytime we want biscuits, I can just take them out my freezer, pop them on a tray, melt some butter, put it on top, and pop them in the oven for a few minutes. Bam, you got homemade biscuits. They're still homemade biscuits. You just didn't make them that day. And they still taste fresh because you didn't totally bake them all the way. You par baked them enough just to be able to put them in the freezer. It's just like buying those fake ass biscuits you buy in the frozen food section. It's the same thing. The only difference is you made them from scratch. You halfway baked them because you don't fully bake them. You halfway bake them, let them cool, store them in the freezer. Then when you're ready for biscuits, you take say one day you make some soup and you want some biscuits with some soup, but you don't want to make biscuits. You take out a couple of biscuits, put them on a pan, heat up your oven, melt some butter, put a little butter on top, melted butter on top, pop them in the oven for a few minutes, take them out, bam, you got some homemade biscuits to eat with your soup. Y'all better stop faking and fronting. Yeah, I would say try that. I'm determined to learn to bake sourdough bread and be good at it. The only way to learn it, Stacy, is to do it and to fail because you're going to fail up. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Hey, Dark Unhinged. That's exactly how you do it. Hey, Sanopa, good afternoon, beautiful. So the biscuit recipe, I'm going to do some of them in the biscuit machine as far as kneading the dough, but then the others I'm going to knead in my mixer. Just because it makes so many biscuits, I know that biscuit maker is not big enough to deal with all that dough. Because my KitchenAid ain't big enough to deal with all the dough in one fell swoop. But when I do those biscuits, that's an all day thing, and my family knows that is an all day thing. But I do it, and those biscuits last us for months. Months. Okay? Months. So, yeah, it is a good way not to waste food. You don't have to always cook it all the way. Make things just enough and freeze them. I've made my own McDonald's chicken nuggets and freeze them. Then your family can make them chicken nuggets in whenever they want to. It's the same thing. It ain't that hard to make chicken nuggets. Contrary to what y'all think, it is not hard to make chicken nuggets, and they'll taste better than anything you can buy out at a fast food joint. Sometimes I make my own potato chips in here. Potato chips are easy to make. What it comes down to is your spice rub. What is the seasoning on them chips? That's really what it comes down to. Yep, you say you've been making soups and freezing them. Smart. Y'all, food is going to get more and more expensive. So things that you can make, meals that you can make and stretch them out, make a difference. It's going to make a difference for your wallet. Oh, Lola, that sounds good to make chicken sausage. It's going to make a difference for your wallet if you can stretch that stuff out. Remember, I told y'all this morning, Lidl has, and I know so many of you told me you don't have a Lidl in your area. I'm still looking to find some things that are easier to find in your area. But if you do have a Lidl in your area, $1.99 per pound chicken wings this week. You can't beat that. You just got to sign up for the app that they have. You don't buy them in the app, but as long as you're registered in the app, at the register, you put in your phone number, register for a text now number or a Google Voice number, and use that to register. You can't beat that. $1.99 and these prices these days? Shit. I got me some and put them in my deep freezer. More expensive in store, and they will not recall on what you make in your kitchen. Say it again. I don't know. I'm not boycotting Aldi's. It's just that why would I be boycotting Aldi's? Aldi's didn't have the chicken wings on sale. I just know Lidl's had them. Lidl's has chicken wings on sale for $1.99 a pound, $1.99 a pound. Hey, JK. And some people were just saying they don't have access to a Lidl. But as I see deals in other places, I will make y'all aware of it. I absolutely positively will make you aware. Because there are things, you know, oh yeah, check it out. I saw it on Sunday when I went to Lidl. Because I was like, oh yeah, you can't beat that. You cannot beat that. Another good deal that's happening this week. I don't know if it's happening in everybody's in everybody's markets. Hold on a second. I'm trying to get this thing to open. Oh, here we go. I don't want to print it. I want you to save it as a PDF. Yeah, just save it because I don't want you to print it. And just save it right there. Sorry, you guys. I'm trying to open something because I know I saw something earlier. Okay, so I'm looking here as far as deals this week because I'm going to just tell you what I would do. Okay? I'm just telling you what I would do. If you, no, that's not a good deal. CVS this week with toothpaste, they got a good deal on toothpaste this week because you get it's $3.99 for Crest, right? They have a manufacturer coupon in the CVS app where you save $5 on three of them, a manufacturer's coupon. Plus, you're gonna get $5 in extra care bucks. So that's CVS giving you money back. If you already got ECBs, you can use ECBs to buy it and you'll still get ECBs back. You can end up with having you some free toothpaste this week. They got some mouthwash this week. I'm just telling y'all a couple deals y'all need to be looking for. They got a Listerine on sale, $8.99. Now you get a $2 digital coupon in the CVS app. If you buy two of them, they give you $4 in extra care bucks. So what I would do is buy the toothpaste with some ECBs, get $5, and then turn right around and buy the Listerine and get $4 more back. That's what I would do. Yep, and look, JK, yep, you said you got to use your $10. Yep. That way, if you use that $10 that you get from CVS every month, shit, you making money back from the toothpaste or the Listerine. Yeah, that's a good deal for Listerine. And if you do some digging around, you might run up on another coupon that you could use on top of it. And then if you're lucky, the CVS app may have their in-store coupons, like where they're giving you additional oral coupons. Say they'll say something like, if you buy $20 worth of oral products, we'll give you $10 off. So what I would do, I would buy two Listerines and I would buy three Crests, right? So I'm getting $10 off CVS with the CVS store coupon. Plus I getting $5 off with the digital coupon for the detergent, I mean for the toothpaste. That's $15. Then I'm getting $2 off for the Listerine. Now hold on, let me count this up. I'm just telling you how this would work if I was looking at it in the store. This is how y'all got to approach this type of stuff in the store. You cannot be so quick to give these places all your money. So say I bought hold on, I got to start this over. Say I bought two of the Listerines for, I did that wrong. I bought two Listerines at $8.99 each. Then I'm buying three Crest toothpaste at $3.99 each, right? Because you got to buy three to get the ECBs. That's $29.99. Say if I had a $10 off coupon from CVS for oral products, right? Okay, that already got me at $19.86, right? Plus, I get a digital coupon of $2 for the Listerine. And that takes me down to $17. Now I'm getting $5 off of three, a digital coupon that CVS say they have. That takes me down to $12.86. Then if I already have my $10 for CVS for the month that I haven't spent yet, hold on, it's making me do this thing. Hold on, y'all. You know how they do when you look down too much. Then you use your $10 CVS coupon, y'all. You're down to paying $2.86 for two bottles of Listerine and three boxes of Crest items. Three boxes of Crest toothpaste. You got five items for $2.86. Plus you got $9 in ECB bucks back on top of that. It costs you less than $3 to buy it. You see how you gotta stack that stuff? You just got to stack your stuff when you go to the store. When you approach it like that, you're going to be able to save money when you're in the store. CVS pays you to buy stuff. I know y'all don't believe it. It is the truth. You just got to be strategic going to CVS. I don't never just stop at CVS on a whim. No. CVS, anytime I go into a fucking CVS, it's a planned trip. Yeah, Zarvis, you got to go to CVS, but you have to plan it. It cannot be some passive aggressive thing going to CVS. It cannot. You said Advil is my go-to. CVS be saving me because it's the cheapest. Yep. Yep. Because a lot of times they'll pay you to buy it from CVS. Yeah, Walgreens too. I'm more of a CVS chick than a Walgreens chick, but Walgreens does the same thing just like CVS. Right now, this is a great deal. Right now at CVS, they have the Venus razor, right? It looks like I don't if it's any ladies out here that use this. So the Venus sensitive razor. So let me see something. Venus. I want to check something. Razor. I'm gonna show you how you would get a deal like this. You could get this week from CVS. I'm trying to check something. It's the beginning of the month. You may be able to find something, but I must see. Oh. Okay, perfect. Okay. So this week at CVS, they have a deal, right? And the deal they have this week is where did my sales paper go? Look, I'm trying to find my CVS sales stuff that I had. Here it is. So this week at CVS, ladies, if you use Venus razors, right? And understand, if you get this stuff for cheaper for free, you can sell it. Make money. That's what these coupon ladies do. They don't keep all that stuff for themselves. Some of this shit they get for free or for pennies on the dollar, they sell it as bundles to other people. Just so you know, okay? So say for example, they have this deal this week in CVS. Venus razors, $6.99, right? Now, you also get instant savings with a $3 manufacturer coupon, right? And they're telling you if you buy two of them, you get $3 in ECBs, right? So imagine that you already bought the Crest and the Listerine, right? And you got $9 back in ECBs. Keep in mind, you can do all this the same day at CVS. You ain't got to come back. You could do it literally one transaction after another while you're at CVS. You ain't got to come back another day. They don't make you do that, right? So say you got these Venus razors that you want to get, right? Say your wife needs Venus razors because she like them, and they're $6.99 each. She'll love you for this stuff, right? You buy two of them. Two of them is $13.98. They're telling you they got a $3 digital coupon that you can use in CVS, right? Right? Already, right? Then on top of that, say you just use one of your ECB bucks. Say you're not using them both. If you just use one of your ECB bucks, you can get two of those Venus razors for $5.98. Two of them. You can't even get one Venus razor for $5.98. But to get two of them for $5.98, now if you use the $9 in ECBs that you earned from the Listerine and the toothpaste, you technically only would have paid $1.98 for two Venus razors, and would have made three more dollars back from CVS for buying those razors. Y'all see where I'm coming from? You just got to learn to stack this stuff. That's how you go to places like CVS and you don't pay a whole bunch of money for stuff. You said no, you can't. Yes, you can. Use a lie. I do that. I do this all the time. I'm not telling you nothing that I heard. I'm telling you what I know. Right now, CVS has a deal that if you spend $25 on Gain products, you get $8 in extra bucks back. Now they're charging $9.99 per Gain product. Oh, that's a good ass deal. So if you spend $25, you get $8 back. You layer this with coupons, ECBs that you may already have at CVS, and some other stuff. Shit, you getting away scot free. Probably pay $1.50, maybe $2 each for each of those if you're lucky. Y'all better learn to stack this stuff and get your ass on the internet and take the time and do your due diligence so you can save money. Look at it when you go out here to cut coupons or to figure out deals. Look at it as you doing what you need to do to take care of your family. It's showing your family you respect them enough to find a good deal. Blessings to you too, Sheila. For example, they got a great deal right now on OGX hair care stuff. Shampoo and conditioner. You can always get free shampoo and conditioner from CVS, just so you know. Right now, they got buy one, get one 40% off. Plus, they got a digital coupon in their app that gives you $4 off of two of them. Which CVS probably, on top of that, has a store coupon in that app too for buying hair care products. So you probably can add one or two more things to your cart that's hair care. You probably get another $10 off. Man, y'all better stop playing and use an ECB you already got. Bring the cost all the way down. Plus, CVS gonna give you $4 more back in your pocket. Stop playing. Yep, and they got something now. You will get $10 off when you spend $40 on any hair care, color, tools, or accessories. I can tell you right now that the coupon ladies are loving every minute of this, especially if you use L'Oreal Everpure. If you use L'Oreal Everpure products, Tresemme products, or Pantene products, you are in love this week at CVS because most of that shit you're going to get for free or pennies on the dollar. Get your butt online, like I told you, and learn about how to do this coupon and stuff and how to stack store deals. Makeup, too. This National Brow Day is October 2nd. So, of course, CVS got deal after deal after deal on makeup related stuff or related to brows. And just so y'all know, with makeup and CVS, if you don't like something, you can take it back. They'll give your money back. CVS will give you your money back if you don't like something from the makeup department. You're not forced to keep it because it's the drugstore. They will let you return it. They will refund you your money. Just in case if y'all didn't know that. Right now, this week, they got a deal going on with CoverGirl eye stuff, where they're giving $2 manufacturer coupons on top of buy two. And I can tell you, I got so much free Revlon makeup and Maybelline makeup. I don't even wear makeup like that, but I love mascara and eyeliner. So I always try to get that stuff for free from CVS. This week, they're having mix and match. Buy one, get one 50% off with Maybelline, L'Oreal, or NYX makeup. Y'all better take your ass. They do the same thing for men's products too, Oscar. You can get free men's products at CVS, especially body wash. If I keep getting this bag on, I do not know why sometimes I get feedback, but I will get some feedback out of nowhere in here. I feel like somebody in my house is around here with a phone messing up. Yep, Kroger too, yeah. But you can get men's products. So right now they got, like I said, mix and match with the BOGO. So say, for example, you wanted to get some Revlon. They have a $2 manufacturer coupon. Plus you buy two, you get $5 in extra care bucks. And I can guarantee you in that CVS app, they're going to have store coupons for makeup too. So you get to layer all that shit on top of each other and walk away. Even if you don't want the makeup, if you get it for free, sell it to somebody. Shit, that's money in your pocket. And it was free for you, and you earned extra care bucks, and you made money from selling it to somebody. These, like, go on eBay and look at how them coupon ladies be selling bundles on eBay. They sell bundles of toilet paper, paper towel, makeup, cleaning products, laundry detergent, all that. A lot of that shit come from couponing. It's okay, Mrs. Thompson. I'm still here. I'm about to wrap up soon. And y'all, I'm thinking these kids ain't gonna get no candy this Christmas. I mean, this Halloween. Y'all see how much this fucking candy is, and they don't get no good coupons for Halloween candy. The only time that shit is cheap is the day after Halloween. So these children gonna be out of luck this year. Yep, Mr. Frog, it's a win-win situation when you, even if you get it for dirt cheap or free. Same thing with vitamins at CVS. Vitamins are essentially free. I don't know why y'all paying for vitamins when at CVS, for certain vitamins, at CVS, you can get for free. You can get for free or dirt cheap. Motrin right now on sale if anybody looking for Motrin. The Everpure shampoo and conditioner, that's some good product. By L'Oreal, buy two, get $5 in extra care bucks. And you can find coupons for L'Oreal Everpure everywhere. So you'll get that shit for free. I just washed my hair with Everpure the other day. Everpure that I bought a year or two ago. Yeah, I'm still going to use it because I paid for it. And keep in mind, when you buy $40 worth of hair care products or accessories or tools, and you don't have to do it all in the same day. Long as it happens in that week that they're running the sale, you get that $10 off. Boom. Your best bet is to do it all at once. Yeah, candy too expensive. I saw candy in the store. You know what I said? Fuck them kids. What they say? I don't care. I ain't spending all that money for no fucking candy. Mm-mm. Sorry, children. Yep, I did. I said it. I did. I'm just being honest. I ain't gonna lie to y'all and make it seem like I cared about the kids. I don't give a shit. Kids don't need candy to survive. It ain't like I'm keeping them from eating. Oh, and somebody mentioned Advil. They got them this week at CVS on sale. The dual action. You can get it for $10.99. And if you buy two of them, they give you $5 in extra care bucks. And I guarantee it's other coupons in that app. You can get them dirt cheap. You right. I am saving those children. Because look, they probably lost their dental insurance when the Republicans made those cuts anyway. So, you're right. I'm helping their mama and their daddy. Tampons this week on sale at CVS and pads. Buy one, get one free. Plus, you have manufacturer coupons. This week is the week to go get tampons and pads from CVS. Gentlemen, if you, not that I'm judging, but gentlemen, if you need Depends, they're giving a $2.50 manufacturer coupon on top of if you buy two of them, 2 packs of Depends, you get $7 back for free. $7 in extra care bucks. CVS, I gotta go over there this week. I haven't even planned a trip there this week, but I'm going over there this week. Same thing with baby stuff. They got pull-ups 2 for $20, along with coupons, and they give you extra care bucks for it. So I strongly suggest y'all head on over. I want to give one more example as I'm wrapping up. I think it was Oscar who asked, somebody asked about men's products. Say, for example, if you use Old Spice body wash, this week they're only charging $6.95 for Old Spice body wash. All different kinds. Plus, they give you in that CVS app, there's a $6 off three. Three. You get $6 off. You can't beat that. You get one of them for free. On top of that, CVS probably got another app in there for body or self-care products, another coupon. You could lay that on top of that because that's a store coupon. Then if you have an ECB, give them that $5 ECB or $10 ECB you got. You paying next to nothing for this stuff. Because you're right, user 229 body wash is ridiculous. Y'all, listen, y'all know I'm cheap. Y'all know I went back to bar soap, right? I told y'all, listen. I know y'all seen Everybody Hates Chris. I'm Junior. Okay? I'm fucking Junior, okay? You about to throw that paper towel in the trash. Hey. I tell my kids this all the time. All you did was wipe your hands off after you washed them. If you don't hang that over the sink and let that damn paper towel dry out, what is we doing? I hear you books to inspire, but you know what's cheaper than Ross? Bar soap. No sirree, ma'am. No sirree, ma'am. Yup, I am straight Julius. Me and full price does not, I get very offended when people start talking full. You want me to pay what for that? Oh hell no. Oh no. You got me fucked up. You got me confused with somebody else, beloved. You have me confused with a person that doesn't mind paying full price. I'm not one of those people. I'm not one of those people. Mm-mm. Exactly, Days. Why throw it out? Yup, that's me, Zarvis. Yup, that is exactly me. I'm the person in the grocery store looking at the price up against the size, the weight, all that shit. I'm looking at all of that, going, that's not no good deal. That ain't no good deal. They changed the box, but that's not a good deal. They cut the weight on this thing. And my husband's sitting there like, bruh, bruh. And I'm like, bruh, shit. The price went up by 72 cents. But they cut the weight. We not getting that. We not getting that. Listen, Phil, I wanted to get honey this week. No, this past week when I went grocery shopping. I wanted to get honey. They wanted $17. I said, oh no, fuck them bees. I'm not doing that. I picked up me some good old $6 agave. And $6 was hurting me. It hurt my heart to pay $6. It did. But I did it. But I didn't buy that honey. Mm-mm. No. Mm-mm. I wasn't paying that type of money for honey. Fuck out of here. No. I ain't that pressed. It's just for my teeth. I'm good. Exactly. You better put some water on that shit. What? Not me, shorty. Not me, shorty. I don't even buy name brand potato chips. Do you understand? For what? Why buy name brand potato chips when I can buy perfectly good potato chips for $2? They still taste like chips. They're fucking potatoes. Like, are you kidding me? And no, and if you eat Pringles, you can't judge me. Because you don't even eat potato chips. You eat potato crisps. So you can't judge me at all. At least I'm eating potato chips. I'm telling you, listen, since my screen is available so y'all can see, this is Lidl. $1.99 at Lidl. $1.99 for a bag of chips. And they put a lot of sauce on these chips. See, because that's also something I look at. Yeah, I'm that cheap. I'm that cheap too. Where I'm like, it ain't enough for the chip to be a good price. What is the size of the potato chip, and how much sauce and seasoning do they put on those chips? I said what I said. Because if they not putting enough sauce on those chips, or if the chip is too small, it still ain't worth my money. No, I'm not gonna invest my money in things where these people trying to jip me. I work too hard for my money, and I can't speak for y'all, but I ain't got it like that. To just be giving it to them. I'ma see is Lidl in Texas. I don't know. Let me see. Probably not. No, they don't have any stores in Texas. Yeah, some things are better off brand. That is a fact. Some generic brands are just better than name brands. And I'm telling you, Lidl's potato chips are great. Lidl's has a bakery. Lidl's has a bakery. You can get fresh baked cookies for 75 cents at Lidl. This time of day at Lidl, all of their bakery is 50% off. Because it's the evening now. I think in the afternoon, I think from 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, it's like 50% off for the rest of the day till they close. You can't beat that. Fresh bread, fresh donuts, Donuts are only 99 cents, fresh at Lidl. Fresh croissants, 75 cents. Danishes. You can't beat that. Nobody else is doing that. Nobody. Not like that. Shoppers used to, but most of the shoppers went out of business. So I would say go check around your neighborhood. Kind of sounds like, yeah, they sound like the Amish market, but they're cheaper than the Amish. I don't know about where you're at, but in Maryland, where I'm at, them damn Amish are expensive. Shit. Them Amish are expensive. They move like those. What's that? To be fabulous and African. They move like those rich Africans. I'll be like, damn, you want how much for a jug of tea? $20. Oh hell no. Oh hell no. Was this tea with the lemon squeezed by little Amish babies by hand? Like hell no, I'm not paying $20 for fucking lemonade. I don't give a damn if it was the Amish. I'll make my own damn lemonade for those prices. It's cheaper for me to make lemonade at home. Amish products are too expensive for me. We used to go to the Amish market, but we don't go there no more. I'm not paying them that type of money for that shit. Mm-mm. No, I'm not doing it. Mm-mm. I'm not paying that type of money for lemonade, pretzels, meat, none of that. Because for real, I can go to a halal butcher and get great meat there that's even better quality, cheaper. Nope. Mm-mm. I told you I don't do that. It's certain things that I just cannot bring myself anymore to spend unnecessary money on. Y'all got to be more hardcore with your money. You said you're a Pennsylvanian and the Amish absolutely abuse dogs by overbreeding. I can believe it. You say the milk is $1.57. Where at? At a halal place? Yeah, halal butchers are good, Cedric. You're right. I love me a halal butcher. Because you're going to get some good quality meat. Oh, at Lidl? Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I don't really buy my milk at Lidl because for $1 and something cent, I get mine at Costco because you get a huge, big thing. I think you get a liter at Costco if I'm not mistaken, or either 2 liters. I think it's 2 liters actually of milk for that price. Yeah, I don't need no more oxtails. I got oxtails in my deep freezer that I had bought when oxtails were still cheap before y'all start making fucking pizza with them. But I'm not gonna go down that road. Y'all know how I feel about wasting oxtails on shit like that. Yeah, Costco's is great. Aldi's is great. No problem, Cavi. Thank you so much. I'm about to actually start wrapping up. Yeah, it's a liter crystal. Yeah. So I used to get my milk from there because it's gonna last and it's just cheaper. And eggs are cheaper at Costco too if you can find them. Because sometimes they're out of eggs. So it really depends. Costco is hit or miss for it because everybody wants to run there, and they do put them. They have been putting limitations on eggs, like limiting people to I think 2 packs because people can come there and just get real ridiculous. Thank you, C West. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't really buy cereal. I buy every so often for the kids, but I don't eat it. I don't even eat cereal anymore. You can make your own cereal for real, but I don't even eat cereal. Just sat down in my chair and signed in. We'll try earlier next time. No problem. Aldi do their own testing for dairy. I learned that after the FDA stopped testing for. Oh, okay, okay, that makes sense. I don't really drink milk like that. Milk is not something I ingest all that much. If I'm baking or cooking or something, putting that stuff. But as far as just drinking milk to be drinking it, that's not something I do. I stopped doing that a long time ago, just because it just messes with my stomach too much. But yep, going to local butcher shops, MGD, and that's the thing. Find local markets in your area. That's where you can find the best deals. And that's the honest God truth. You're gonna find the best deals. I'm gonna tell you something else. Another deal you can find at Aldi's. Now I don't eat this, but my daughter eats this. My daughter likes Takis. If you know somebody that likes Takis, buy Takis at Aldi's. Nobody has them cheaper than Aldi's. Nobody. Aldi's always has them for like $3 and some change. Always. I don't like Takis, but my kid does. That's why I know that. But you can always get them for cheap, consistently at Aldi's. The key is finding them, but you can always get them for cheap at Aldi's. Yeah, Aldi's has some good stuff, but I'm gonna tell you what Aldi's fell off on. Clancy's, Clancy's used to have some good chips. Clancy's done fell off. I don't know what's in the water with Clancy's. I don't like their potato chips these days. That's why I've been buying potato chips from Lidl's. Because Clancy's fell off. To me, all their potato chips, kind of the texture reminds me of Pringles. Potato crisps. I hate that shit. And the seasonings, I feel like they not sharing, they not putting enough sprinkle of seasonings on them things. See, I don't even buy plain potato chips, which I think is a waste of money. I can make plain potato chips at home. Why the fuck would I buy plain potato chips from you? Give me something I don't already have. Mesquite flavor. Give me something I don't have. Hers potato chips are good, but I'm mad at hers. Hers used to be a great hood chip. What I mean by hood chip is it was always a cheap potato chip, but they put a lot of sauce and they would give you a lot of chips in the bag. Hers done caught on because people caught on to how, as stuff got more expensive, people start turning and eating hers, which caused hers to raise their prices. And I saw that they shrunk listen, I'm so greedy, I don't care. Hers shrunk the size of their cheese curls. Their cheese curls used to be bigger. Now the cheese curls are smaller. Now, granted, they do fill up pretty high up in the bag, not all the way to the top like they used to when they was trying to earn your trust, right? But now that they done earned your trust, bitch, you're going to take what we give you. I told y'all, I do a lot of big back activity. I do. And food is a big part of that big back activity for me. So I'm always paying attention to the size of the bags, the size of the boxes, how much seasoning's in there. I look at all that stuff. So for me, when they change those things, that determines on if I'm going to keep buying that stuff. And y'all need to start doing the same thing. Boycott with your wallet, man. That's how you get companies to change how they handle stuff. You boycott with your wallet. You can stock up on sales with snack food, but to be honest, the best thing to do is to learn how to hack that snack food and make that shit yourself at home. Like, I'm gonna give y'all a tip on this. Yeah, and look, I gotta start to wrap up. Anybody in here like Girl Scout cookies? Because I'm gonna give you a hack on Girl Scout cookies, where you can get cookies that taste just like Girl Scout cookies for a fraction of the cost. And you can get them all fucking year long. And you're going to be surprised where I tell you can get them from. Fucking Aldi's. Nope, it's not Walmart. Aldi's. Aldi's got the knockoff Girl Scout cookies. Especially if you like those damn Samoas. Listen. If you like Samoas, right? If you like those cookies, those same cookies are at Aldi's for like $2. They were $1 and something. They might still be $1 and something. And they got the mint ones at Aldi's. If I'm not mistaken, they got shortbread. I know they got shortbread. And I think they got the peanut butters too. But they generic. But they taste just like them fucking Girl Scout cookies. I'm telling you because I buy them all the time. I figured it out years ago. See, West said Aldi Oreos are good too. See, I wouldn't know. I don't eat Oreos. I don't like them. But that's good to know for those who like Oreos. See, Mandy says Maxwell House is changing their name to Maxwell Apartment to make a statement about how Americans can no longer afford homes. Seriously? Wow. I bet you know what they also going to do, see, Mandy? We got to watch the container. Bet you they shrink the container too so it can fit in an apartment. I don't trust those people. They always try to pretend like they're trying to do something to help people. But when in fact, they just want to be able to cut the size. That's what I'm going to check. I'm going to just keep an eye on it because I don't trust it. Okay, 1000% that bitch said Clover Valley at Dollar General is a Girl Scout dupe too. Imagine her being your big sister or cousin you cool with. Which one? Who are you talking about, Miss Chinchi? But I'm telling you, listen. Oh, thank you, sweetie. But I'm telling you, I better take y'all ass to Aldi's and get those knockoff Girl Scout cookies. Aldi's got a couple of generic brand things that are really good. Their seasonings are great. I use their seasonings all the time. All the time. I use Aldi's and Lidl seasonings. Store brand seasonings. Even especially their seasonal. Because their seasonal is a knockoff Lowry seasoned salt. Don't say I didn't want. And the seasonal one, matter of fact, the one that's a knockoff seasoning salt of Lowry's is the one that's sold at Lidl's. That one that's sold at Lidl's is a knockoff of Lowry seasoning salt. I guarantee it. I use it all the time, and I always buy it from Lidl. It's only like $2 and something. Big old container of it. You can't beat that. Y'all don't sleep on generic brands. All generic brands ain't bad. A lot of them are very, very good. They're just not what we call name brand, but they're good stuff. People like me, I don't mind a generic because I look at the ingredients and how it's made. That determines to me whether or not it's something that's going to be really good. Yeah, I don't necessarily need name brand, except if I'm going to buy paper towel, which I don't really do that much anymore because it costs too damn much. I ain't buying no damn Sparkle. Y'all can kiss my ass on that. I ain't buying no Sparkle. You might as well put your hand down there and try to pick up all that liquid with your damn hand. Because Sparkle paper towel is like using no paper towel at all. This should be against the law to sell that type of shit. Real talk. Because that's not paper towel. Paper thoughts. But it damn sure ain't paper towel. I'm like, what is this? What my man used to say, what is this? I can't get jiggy with this shit. What is this? Like what? I'm like, I can't stand Sparkle. If I go to somebody's spot and I see they got Sparkle, I'm already questioning my entire association. If you don't even know what at least decent paper towel is, I give you more credit if you didn't buy paper towel at all. Just use a towel. But you can use your hand and pick up more water than you can with a Sparkle paper towel. Wait a minute, Bounty paper towel at $30 at Sam's. I done told y'all. Listen, I've told y'all about those Swedish dishcloths. I might do a live showing all the different types of ways of picking up stuff with them Swedish dish towels. I did some clean. I've used it with cleaning products. It didn't tear it up. I used it with bleach. I used it with Fabuloso. No problems at all. I threw all of them in the washing machine this weekend and washed them. You don't put them in the dryer. Once they were washed, I took them out and I just set them out so they could just air dry. You say when I worked for a research marketing company, they used us. That's how they do, man. Now, listen, I thank y'all for joining me this afternoon and evening. I hope you had a great time being here hanging out with me because I had a great time with you all. I had a great time with you all this afternoon, and I appreciate you being here with me. Don't forget, listen, I put up the post over on Patreon yesterday for October. So y'all need to start suggesting October movies. We had two great suggestions in October for movies that we watched. We watched A Woman in the Window and American Skin. Fabulous movies. Fabulous. So the link is in my profile. Come on over to Patreon and put your suggestions in there, man, about what movies. Right now, thank you, Lori, and thank you, Mrs. Thompson, for coming through already and giving your suggestions. I think I'm gonna put a couple in here too. But October has the best month for movies, y'all. The best month for movies. Do you understand? Because it's Halloween month. So all the good shit comes out this month. And I'm thoroughly excited. Now, we're not going to get a Friday the 13th in October, but that's okay. Can we did Yeah, we can do 2 movies a month. If we have more than one movie, it's like if we end up with a tie again or the top 2 movies, those are the 2 that we watch. Sure, that's fine. Thank you so much, Sheila. I appreciate that. Yep, I'm not against that. Y'all know I love a good movie. Oh, and I started watching that Charlie Sheen documentary. So when I get off this live, I'm going to finish it. Already, I have been like, winning. Listen, I love this documentary so far. Listen, I root for Charlie Sheen. I've always rooted for Charlie, even when Charlie was crashing out, going through his addictions and all that. I still always rooted for Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen is my childhood. I grew up watching movies with Charlie fucking Sheen and his brother and his daddy. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, hey man, this shit's hilarious. I finished episode 1. Okay, I love this shit, man. And I did see a preview of Heidi in the episode 1, looking like Crypt Keeper. You can't find my Patreon link, MGD. This is what you do. Click the link when you go to my profile. There's my website, straightfactsnofilter.com. When you click the link on my website, the very first link on my website is my Patreon. You can't miss it. You can't miss it. That's the very first link on my website is my Patreon. It says listen and watch on Patreon. Watch podcasts on Patreon. That's where you're gonna find me. Trust me. We there every day. And Patreon family, we'll be together longer tomorrow because it's Tuesday. We're gonna have a good discussion tomorrow. We looked at some video this morning of a couple of things. We talked about a couple of we had a great conversation this morning. Great. Oh, and tomorrow, I did look this up. Mark Cuban has a website to help people with their medicines. I will make sure to have that because it's on this phone and I can't get to it while I'm in the live. I'll make sure to share it tomorrow. It's to provide low and free cost prescriptions. Go to go to my Straight No Chaser link first. And then when you're on there, when you get on my website, you're going to see the first link on my website that says listen and watch podcast on Patreon. I don't have a whole bunch of stuff on my website. It's just a couple of links, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, I love Mark Cuban speaking out. And Mark Cuban speaks out because he got the money to speak out. What they going to do? And Mark Cuban knows it. He leans into his privilege and he uses it to help the less fortunate. And I like that. I saw something recently. A lady won $190,000 in the lottery. She gave it all to charity. Mm-hmm. Older lady. Gave every single penny to charity. She didn't keep none of it. I'm like, I ain't mad at you, sis. That means she doing okay for herself when she feel like, I don't need this money. Let me give it to people who need it. Yeah, that was pretty cool because she didn't have to do that at all. She could have kept that money. Remember when Jennifer Lopez mama won those couple of $1,000,000 off that slot machine? Shit, her mama kept that fucking money. She didn't give that money to no damn charity. Mama kept that shit. She said, this is mine. You said that's the difference between earning your money and being given it. That's true. That's true. But I thank y'all for joining me today. Don't forget, we're going to have a new episode of the Straight No Chaser podcast this week. I'm going to record it tomorrow morning and put it out. Yeah, Jenny Lolo mama says she needed more, right? Um, Also, don't forget to check out the Straight No Chaser podcast episode from last week where I talked about creating a parallel life. Listen, if you're going to keep your sanity in this Trump administration, you need to learn how to live inside of this thing without being a part of the thing. Okay? So check that out. The live from this morning, I've already put it up on YouTube. So if you missed this morning's, go check it out on YouTube. It's over there, okay? Along with our discussion on Saturday when we talked about American Skin, the movie American Skin. That is also up on YouTube as well. So if you want to watch and check that out and leave your comment over there, you absolutely positively can. I appreciate each and every one of you being here with me this afternoon, this evening. I love you and I thank you so much. Hey, what's up? What's up, Art? How you doing? I appreciate you being here. Look, I thank you for the 48,000 likes. I appreciate that. I appreciate the 55 shares. I do. I will see you first thing in the morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much, Art. Love you too. I love each and every one of you. Before I sign off, I do this in every live. I want to send a shout out to my top 5 givers just because I always do this. Number 1, beautiful, my dog is Charlie. Thank you so much, beautiful. Number 2, beautiful Kimmy, 1937. Thank you, beautiful. Number 3, Soyana. Thank you so much, beautiful. Number 4, beautiful JK. Thank you so much, beautiful. Number 5, beautiful Trail. Thank you so much, beautiful. And a special shout out to number 6, Handsome Zarvis. Thank you so much, Handsome. And thank you to the moderators for helping me out this afternoon. We had a couple of MAGA folk come through, but of course they crash and burn pretty quick, right? Have a beautiful and wonderful evening. And I'm gonna tell you how I always tell you. Don't let nobody live rent free in your head, y'all. Don't feed the trolls. And you can accomplish anything you put your mind to as long as you stay consistent. Peace, you all. I see you in the morning. All I see you in the morning.